US lawmakers conclude plan to help the Igbos leave Nigeria. My people, no be small thing. This is serious. Now, the US lawmakers, the US Senate, have finally concluded that very plan and decision to help Ndibo finally quit Nigeria once and for all. You will not believe this very information until it was finally revealed. Now, as it is, and today being September 18th, 2025, marks a historic turning point. Actually, for the first time, the United States Congress is holding a formal hearing on Biafra, elevating the struggle for self-determination. For self-determination, you will not believe this because this already is the plan the U.S. government actually have at first, not until uh, the Nigerian government came to steal that very plan away. I will be playing you a video where you hear it exactly from one of the lawmakers who spoke um, swiftly and openly, making it very clear of the original plan of the US for the exit of Ndibo and the Biafrans. Please spare me a little of your time as I drop this very information because it's really carried. It's involved a lot of facts, and you yourself, you need to get yourself prepared after this very information because this is a reality that you as an Igbo really need to get hold of. Now let's watch this very video. Let's watch this.
A country that is the most populous in Africa, with horrific implications, not just for the immediate vicinity, but like Chad region is its own, but for that continent, and almost certainly others beyond. Congressman Wolf mentioned Burma, talking about a catastrophe that would make what has happened to Europe in the past few years as a relatively small number of people migrated there with unbelievably chaotic consequences. Look like a day at the beach by comparison. We're on notice. And the question is, do we have to wait until this horror is upon us before something is done about it? Or do we take steps now to try to prevent that? And I don't think any of us is saying that this is a panacea. But the appointment of the appropriate individual with the requisite authority, just want to underscore what Congressman Wolf said about having the President of the United States essentially personally empowering Senator Danforth to lead the effort on behalf of our country to alleviate that situation. That has to be done again, and it has to be an empowering of a person with the stature and the capabilities needed to do two really vital things. One is to pull together the government agencies that have responsibility for pieces of a problem like Nigeria. The Defense Department, as well as, of course, the State Department, USAID, the UN mission of the United States, the National Security Council, and others, to come together with a common, appropriate, and much needed policy approach. And then secondly, at least as importantly, to be able authoritatively to represent what that approach is to the government of Nigeria. So they know who they're dealing with. They know that this is, in fact, the policy, and they can't go, looking for people who would provide some sort of alternative that might not require as much of them. So it's those two vitally important things that have to be done. And on behalf of, again, the Save the Persecuted Christians Coalition and team, I just want to say I think this is a moment of truth, a moment when we will find a difference being made. Well, in a minute demonstration that is about making a difference on behalf of religious freedom and those who are being denied it around the world. Let me just take a moment to say, as bad as this situation is, it is just one of the areas in the world in which particularly Christians are suffering. By some estimates, it's as small a number as 215 million Christians being brutally persecuted. By others, it's as high as 500,000. Excuse me, 500 million. This is on our watch. It is unconscionable. It must be challenged, contested, and if possible, stopped. And that's what this coalition is about. And I pray that we will be able, with the help of people like Congressman Estes, Congressman Bull, and the Archbishop, and our coalition, and countless others, to see this problem sorted by the appointment at the earliest possible moment, preferably by the end of this year, because these elections are approaching, of an individual with the requisite authority of the President of the United States and the assignment of making both the U.S. government policy coherent and clear and effective and communicating that, again, authoritatively to the government of Nigeria, who in the end is ultimately responsible for preventing this catastrophe.
Yeah, indeed. Nigerian government is responsible ultimately for preventing this catastrophe.
Wow, this is quite interesting. Yes, Aso Rock is in very big shock over this very discussion from the Nigerian Senate. They are very very shocked that a time like this will come when the U.S. Senate will sit and say, okay, let's deliberate and discuss about these Biafrans and their decision to exit Nigeria. Is still a shock there, like today, like tomorrow, no day. Even in the Senate, it is now the talk of it, the talk of the Senate right now in the Senate. Now waiting the talk, now waiting the trend inside the Senate. Fear who everybody inside the Senate. What else? What else? Now the Biafrans already have made their intention known and their plan open. So what else? What else is remaining? Is it not just to grant them freedom? Since the Nigerian government are proving difficult, why can't the US and the British government give them a helping hand? So that is what the US Senate are actually discussing on and deliberating on, and believe me, according to the information, they have concluded on it, and very soon you will see action will take effect. All right, my people, I beg make una help share this very video, make it reach every corners, make everybody get them as copy, because when it go start to happen, nobody will believe them. Thank you.